to Grandma Dorothy's Kitchen. I got a good one for you today. I have a request for homemade biscuits. Okay? So I'm going to make homemade biscuit style, Mississippi style biscuits. Okay? Now, in Mississippi we use Crisco oil. We use shortening. Okay? Instead of butter. We use butter, but we put butter on top. But this is, so what you're going to need is self-rising flour. We're going to take 2 cups of self-rising flour, okay? When I was in Mississippi, we used to eat these almost every morning, okay? So, and we're going to put it in the sifter. This is a sifter, okay? All right. It's 2 cups. And we're going to add, this here is a teaspoon of baking soda. Not baking powder, baking soda, because we got self-rising flour, okay? And you're going to need a cup of buttermilk. All right? This is a cup of buttermilk. So what we're going to do, we're going to sift this together. And in Mississippi, we cook them in the cast iron skillet. So I have a cast iron skillet here for you. Alright, so that's done. So we're going to set this aside. And then this is a half of a cup of shortening. Okay, alright. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the flour. All right. And we're going to use the cutter. Okay? We're going to cut it into the flour. The shortening. We're going to cut the shortening into the flour. So we're going to cut it until it looks like little balls of cornbread. Okay. Okay. Cut it real good, and make sure your shortening and your buttermilk is cold, okay? Because it works better when it's cold, okay? You want to make sure they all little balls, okay? Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more shortening here because I want all of it to be full, the shortening to be full, okay? And you're going to need a rolling pin. Don't forget your rolling pin. But in Mississippi, if we didn't have a rolling pin, we used a glass and put flour on it. And my mother and my sisters, and my mother, not my sisters, but my mother and her sisters, my mother's sisters, I mean, they could make some biscuits. I mean, they really knew how to make biscuits. Okay, now what we're going to do is alright, we're going to make sure that all this is full of shortening. Take all the shortening off out of the cutter, and we're going to start adding the buttermilk. Okay. All right. We're going to make a ball. Put the rest of the buttermilk in. Okay. Now we're going to put it on the board. Get it all in a ball. Okay. And then we're going to put some flour on the board, and then we're going to roll it out with the rolling pin. Now remember, if you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a glass. Okay. Okay, now we're going to put a little flour on our we got the self-rising flour because it makes it easier. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to get this is going to be our cutter. Okay, I'll dip it in the flour. Now what I'm going to do is grease the bottom of this pan. This is a skillet, cast iron skillet. Okay, that's why we used to cook it in Mississippi. Cook it in cast iron skillet. Okay, then we're gonna cut them. Okay. Okay, this we're gonna use it all because we paid for it, so let's use it all. Now my mom, she didn't use a cutter. She used her hand. She used to make biscuits, and she would use her hand to make the biscuits. She didn't use a cutter like we do nowadays. She did the old-fashioned way. So she made them almost every day. So they were real experts at it. Okay, let's roll it. And we're going to put it in the oven on 400 degrees for 15 minutes. Okay? So let's cut it. Trim them. Just one. And let's roll this. Make another one. And I see I can use one more. Okay. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to put the butter on top. This is the butter. And if you want to, you can, this is room temperature. So I'm just going to spread it on the top of the biscuits. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to take it to the stove. I got my stove heating, and so I'm going to put it in for 15 minutes, and then I'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like. All right? Welcome back. Now you see, these are the biscuits. All right? It's been 15 minutes. Okay? So now the leftover butter, we're going to pour on top. Remember? All right? And then we have our condiments here. This is jelly and syrup. Okay? And I made chicken breasts with gravy. Okay? So let's have a taste test. Okay? All right. So I like the center. I like the center biscuit. I like the biscuits in the center. So I'm gonna eat the one that's in the center. But see, all right. So this is the center biscuit. This is the one I want. So I'm going to put me some gravy on it. Okay. And then I'm going to cut me a piece of this chicken. This is chicken breast. This is baked chicken breast with gravy. All right. And then I want me some strawberry jelly. So I'm gonna put me some strawberry jelly on my plate. And then let's eat. Okay. Now, if you want to, you don't have to have gravy. Yes, good. You can make it with bacon and eggs. Yes. They're real good. You can make it with ham and cheese. So good. It's real good. Delicious. Try it, okay? Now remember, I have another YouTube show. This is soul food. And I have a YouTube show of spiritual food. Okay? And it's lowercase YouTube Peace Through the Storm. Check it out, okay? Happy eating to you.